Crikey everybody, welcome back to me versus Hogwarts. My name's Daniel. And yeah, today we are actually in a different room. I've spent the week actually, with my other half, looking for some furniture to actually make a gaming space, which is good news. So yeah, in a different room. So, still on Hogwarts. Just literally been reading the update community crunch for Arc. Yep, we're not talking about that. So we're back on Hogwarts. What do I want to do today? We said we were going to do flying class, but I need to do one more thing first. And that is
Excellent.
use that. Hello, there are two people viewing me already. Not used to this. Good morning, good morning. It's a Shannon. Potions everywhere.
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates. Halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here.
Definitely got more. Definitely more important things to be doing than attacking books. Oh, just so you got an update, I've got half of the keys. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. Meh. I did one of those, and yeah, they're not very exciting. Those little quests, I'll do those at some point. Never. Major reason why I want to get flying class done, apart from the obvious, it's really far to walk up here. Like, really far to walk it. Obviously now I've got a load of fast travel points, but it's a long way. It's that shape. Yeah, at some point I need to walk all the way down here. Yeah, that's just no. What else do we do? Oh yeah, talents. Let's have a look at talents. When I last left you guys, I took that one, I believe. That just gives you two extras. An extra set of 4 slots. I may take one more, but not yet. So I've topped these guys up. I've only got those 2 that are loosely relevant. And I'm using these guys a bit. I will probably do those 2. Confringo. Probably won't do that one until I need it. Yeah. Probably won't be doing any of this. Might do some towards the end, but hopefully this mission comes up today. Be helpful.
I think there were doctors.
It's a relief to finally have an art.
I've done a few collections that I can do up there. But it's a slow process, especially when you haven't got access to all the things that you need. Open door. Thank you, door.
Who do you think will fall from their broom first?
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely. As broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
Boo!
Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take
This'll
care.
take some getting
The
used to.
brooms are school property.
Wish I had
want
my
them
own
returned
broom.
in one piece. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
Brilliant.
Super easy.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Fly through all the rings.
Made it. Did anyone else see that?
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We met in the common room. I'm Everett Clopton. So, care to join me for a bit of high-flying fun?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Tells you off, but then tells you that you're really good at flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmede. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
And my next mission is to go to Hogsmede. Because I want a broom. Where are you? You must be. You are there. It's the
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare?
Revelio.
Some illicit spell practice. Meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
yes.
New fact.
Me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare yew weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around, thank you.
What are we looking for today?
We are looking for...
You'll be thrilled with that broom,
All of
I
the
promise you.
Anything I can sell.
Nice doing business with you.
We shall come on to these in a memento.
Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Revelio. Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Yeah, I won't be doing the time trial on camera because I know I've failed it a couple of times on easy peasy. So,
Find myself scurrying home at night.
watching me fail that several hundred times in a row. Yeah, if you look just above the map, there's a little no entry sign, basically. So no flying. As soon as you get to there, you can fly. And then we can have our broom. If you're flying low to the ground, there's like a yellow bar on the left-hand side, sorry, right-hand side. And it's all sort of glowy. If you go higher, that bar starts to disappear. It's like a speed boost, and if you run out of speed boost, it obviously stops.
These rocks have seen better days.
But yeah, all the time below to the ground, you can go relatively fast. I need to go and speak to you. Hogwarts. This one? Yes. Yes. This is going to take a little bit of time.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
behind the room of requirement.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
This is where having the extra slots makes it a bit easier.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest. Revelio. Accio.
We are to work together.
Revelio.
Yes, that moonstone is good.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
Revelio.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Guy.
Revelio.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Revelio.
Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Oh, how did I do this before?
Depulso.
I can just about maybe.
Accio.
I seem to remember this having great difficulty doing this.
Levioso. Depulso. Accio.
Can you not be flying anymore?
Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
I think I should be up there.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
May or may not have missed some bits, but yeah.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
And that's how you identify all the gear that was in there.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmede.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
So you can obviously do slightly different ones. I was going to try and show you the amount of moonstone. This will probably all change when I'm off camera, because I need some very specific stuff later on. More improved things that you can get. As I've just proved, because this is the upgraded version.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmede or outside the castle grounds.
Yeah, I've been busy buying stuff behind the scenes.
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
No, I do. Just let me play.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
That's right. You actually mean on. You want 5 of each. Really? They will not be staying there.
Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at a conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize.
Change size.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. an even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Thank you so much. So, all the paintings that are on the wall, and all the paintings that are down here. If you need any more moonstone for some reason, you can get quite a bit back. What do I need currently? These aren't going to stay here either. So these will automatically sit here and bounce up and down as they are and make a random potion for no ingredients. So if you can have a maximum of 3. I've purposely bought them for this, so I can just leave them working. Obviously now I'm able to get in and out of here as I please. I can make all sorts of potions and that's not all. Other bits and pieces. There are, I forgot, so there's small. There are different sized plant stations. Just there is almost fine. What do we got here? So I can put another one of those in there if I needed to. The enchanted loom allows you to upgrade your clothing. And these other bits and pieces are going to be useful towards the end. These are all the bits and pieces that are found in collection chests across the game. There's more in there. Same for this lot. I may decide I'm actually going to put some effort into decorating, but I wouldn't guarantee much on it. It's a space thing more than anything else. So I'm going to plant some plants if I can. We need a medium. It's fine. Just grab one of those. And temporarily we will that in there. That in there. I'll just throw away and do as I need to do. Obviously, any potions that you craft in potions class you can do here. I've just made a load of those. Oh, it's the same time. I thought it wasn't. So I'll just sit there and do what it needs to do. That's pretty much all you need to know about this lot for a minute. I will definitely come back here off camera and do what I need to do. this thing. Apparently I'm liking the fact that I've got glasses on for some random reason. There, that's scorching. That's what you can do with the enchanted loom. So I guess from now, unless we've already found a couple, you'll be able to find those trade slot upgrades. It depends on the level of gear that you've got, so that allows you to have 1 on a blue, 2 is a level 2 upgrade, and then 3 is a level 3 upgrade. And then you've got the 3 upgrades that you can put on there, which just basically increases the base stats. So in this case, the defense will go up a bit. It's not a whole lot from what I've done before, but it does require us to do our next lesson, which we can't do yet. Nothing else on there. Great. It's just telling me I've got some more pages. Talent. Yep. Just so you know, we've now got a spot up here on the map, which allows you to then fast travel back to the room. I know where I'm going.
What
I
happened?
know where I'm going. Ah. Secrets.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
Thank you.
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft
Revelio.
intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll
Confringo.
find that nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it!
I think I've got it.
Confringo.
Well done.
Yes, there's purposely left a couple on the floor. There's a collectible that involves using Confringo.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne, Ominous and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me about the port key and Gringotts and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Revelio.
It's not out here yet. There's another reason to come in here later on. It's part of the main story. That's what I need to show you. Can't do it yet. Key.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Where do I need to go for that? I think it's around here.
Revelio.
That was it. Half a bottle of flabbergasted leech, stirred cockle.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Revelio.
said, I know where I'm going. So, there are little gargoyle dragon statues like this, that need a fire spell to obviously activate them. So you can use Incendio for, say, this one.
Incendio!
Field guide each. But there are some. Of which I know there's one out here. Edge, which you can't get. That's very convenient that I remember that was up there. So,
Confringo!
Confringo.
Accio!
Grab the page. There's at least a couple in the castle that I've seen that need that. Yeah, obviously we've now got a fire spell at range, which is super helpful. What is our next mission? Our next mission is to return to the map chamber. And yep. Do that first. Sell some goodies.
Revelio.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. What can I do for you today? Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished.
We should have looked at the before I came on here.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Settle that.
What can I do for you today? I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
As far as I'm concerned, the extra traits and stuff that are there are not worth the extra hassle. We need to go to the map chamber. Professor Fig first. I guess there's Fig first.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery, like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmede. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
That is going to take a little bit of time. All of a sudden I've got so many side missions, it's crazy. What else is in the post? I think starting the trial will be a good place to start next session, if I'm honest, because it's going to take not a long time, but it's going to take time. Annoyingly, I don't think I can do the next mission or next class until after that trial. Which is probably right, they'll probably involve these in the next class. I think that's probably a good place to stop, to be fair. Let's get out of here.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
sure it's harder on hard difficulty. I thought you moved. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Wasn't ready. Maybe editing this a little bit. Seriously? Okay, this is just taking the next. Kill the key before he even gets in the lock. Thank you. Prime example of
Revelio.
how not to try and get that in there. Seriously? This one goes in first time, I'll be really annoyed.
Revelio.
Not gonna rage quit. Not gonna rage quit. Rage quit. Where's the ping?
Revelio.
There's a moth. Ah, but I can't. Get in there. That's the that I've been looking for the
Revelio.
that one has that moth, which means you can't get in there until you've got access to unlock the access to unlock the locks. Which is very, very, very annoying.
Revelio.
Which, if I'm honest, I could probably do if I get access to the unlock charm at some point. I could probably just do a stream of unlocking locks. You. Just a couple. There's another one of those here somewhere. It's not what I'm looking for. Which of the many, many, many places is this? a door somewhere that needs a pulso to open it. Like everything in this place, I can never remember where anything is when I need it.
Revelio.
So many little nooks and crannies that are out here. Oh, I never showed you how to do this. Made super easy now. I have done this.
Confringo! Confringo!
You can do this with the Incendio one, but this symbol here has got 4 symbols with the numbers next to them, and there's a symbol underneath each one. You are to... Once you've got the flames in there, you can interact with these points. You are 3. Deathly Hallows is 1. Those are Deathly Hallows. Oh, the Deathly Hallows is not that one. It's 4 down here. Looks like a 3. Deathly Hallows is 3, which is down the other end, and the other one's 1. Something doesn't sound. We'll find out. Oh, it's open. Oh yeah, when you do it the first time, there's a noise that has it open, and then there's a ladder that you can
Lumos.
not see.
Revelio.
Under here, there's about 4 or 5 collection chests. There's one there, and then there's a couple of smaller ones that sit in between the arches. This way. Did see some somewhere. Let's just check this thing as well. Somewhere along here is a train station. So there's another little collectible type with the broomstick, which is to pop all these. Made very difficult by just floating next to them. So this will be my life probably this week. And of course this weekend as well. The last 2. Meant to try and do them at speed. Then you can't see where they are. I lost it.
Revelio.
Where's my laptop? There's always 5 balloons.
Revelio.
This one may be restarting. Oh, there you are. There's the 5 balloons.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
How many have I missed?
Revelio. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
So I can land in here, but now that I've landed in here, I can't get out of here. That's super helpful. There's loads of little places all over the place. I need to explore and do all the bits and pieces for. Yeah, I think that's probably going to do it. I've made it to an hour and a half, so maybe a short one for a change. So that's today. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. I hope you have a pleasant weekend and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm not sure what I'm planning to do for the rest of today. I may actually come back on and do something else on here today. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I will certainly do a bit of work behind the scenes ready for next week either way. And yeah, I'm back to work next week, so back to normality. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy. And I shall see you next week.